Good morning. Today is Good Friday, and so many things happened on this day, Jesus' last day before he was crucified on the earth, that I could choose from to speak about today. But I chose to talk a little bit about the crowd and the crowd's decision to choose to free Barabbas and to crucify Jesus. And so when Pilate was talking to the crowd and he said, Who do you want to free? Do you want this man that you call the King of the Jews to go free? And the crowd said, No, free Barabbas. And then Pilate comes back and says, as if he's trying to give them another chance at this whole thing, he says, What do you want me to do with this man that you call the King of the Jews? And the crowds shout, Crucify him. And as I was spending time in this chapter this week, I really put myself in that crowd. And deep down, I was really hoping that if I was in that crowd, that I would have made the choice to stand up for Jesus and go against what the crowd was saying. But then as I looked deeper within me and I remembered some of the things that I had done, that I chose in my life that were bad choices, I realized, just like so many of you, that probably I wouldn't have made a different choice. I probably would have just gone with the crowd, honestly. And if we think about times in our lives when we were with people that we let them kind of sway us one way or another in that, I know even with not having our best interest at heart, I know that I have done that, and I think most of us have. And so as I think about this this day and all that happened on this day, if I get too deep into that part where I'm kind of beating myself up for choices that I've made that were bad and things like that, it's easy to get discouraged and kind of think bad about myself. And so when I think about this day, this Good Friday, at the end of it, Jesus, he is crucified and he dies a horrible death on a cross, and his body is carried and laid in a tomb, and a stone is rolled in front of the entrance, and it's such a heavy thing to think about, but we serve a God who willingly gave his life for us, and he gave it for me and for you and for all of us, no matter what we've done, no matter the sins, no matter the brokenness that we carry. He died for us, and that is just huge. And so when I think about this Good Friday, I think about it like it's not the end of the story. This is not the last day of this story. And many of you know that. You know that already. But I don't want you to forget that stone that is rolled in front of that grave, that tomb, it doesn't stay there. And that body that's laying inside that tomb, it doesn't stay there. And how great news is that we get to come back Sunday and hear that story of this not being the last day. And that just gives me so much peace and hope and comfort. When I look around right now, there's so much going on in this world that is uncertain. There's a lot of fear and doubt and just unknown, anxiety. There's a lot of that. We feel that because our lives are kind of shaken right now. But just remember, we live in an unstable world right now, but we serve a God who is. We serve a God who is so stable, and He has this. He has each of us in His hand. And so I just wanted to take time this morning to just talk to you a little bit about this day. And I encourage you, if you're struggling with with some of these feelings of anxiety, and you're afraid, or you're in need. Some people are going through a lot right now, and if that's you, reach out to us. We want to talk to you. We want to help you any way we can. So please reach out to somebody and let them know what's going on, because even though we feel like we're so far apart, I want us to know that we're so close. We're just a phone call away. So call me, call someone that you know. And in the same hand, if you're at home right now and you think of someone, if God puts someone on your heart that might be struggling, give them a call. Sometimes just that little voice of knowing that someone cares, that just means the world. So on this Good Friday, let's just focus on that, the goodness of this, and the grace that God pours out for each and every one of us, and enjoy the rest of this beautiful day today.